Welcome to StudyAssistant.org video tutorial. Each tutorial is voice activated. This visual presentation is on the topic of money. At the end of this presentation you should be able to briefly explain the development of money from the subsistence economy to the money economy. Money. If you were around 10,000 years ago, you would have used shells to trade to get what you need, what we call barter. The inherent weakness of barter had led to the invention of money, because something has to stand for value, something that was valuable in itself. Under the subsistent economy, popular items to trade was spices, silver coins, feathers, etc. Most times their value is obvious. Cows give milk, spices were scarce but needed, gold was precious and could be easily stored. Other times, not. But problems could arise. Feathers blew away, shells broke. A reliable, easy to carry and store something was needed to most trading. Coins, pieces of 8, pine tree shillings, etc. fitted the bill perfectly. This is the history of money as we know it today. Coin are pieces of metal, made out of electrum, a natural mixture of gold and silver. It became a popular form for money for a long time. Coins were shaped. In 640 BC, the king of Lydia, now Turkey, made the first standard coins for trading. These Lydian coins had been shaped lumps with a lion's head stamped on them. Each coin had a set value, so they did not have to be weighed. They were acceptable methods of payments for goods and services. Money is any object generally accepted as payment for goods and services, and must satisfy 4 functions. Money must act as a medium of exchange, a unit of account, a store of value, and a standard of deferred payment. Money as a medium of exchange means that the objects couldn't be used for immediate payments of goods and services. Such objects can often be used to buy other goods and cannot be used easily to cheat others. Money is used to measure value and help us gain power of buying or purchasing power. Therefore, purchasing power has the following characteristics: value, common assets, constant utility, low cost of preservation, transportability, divisibility, high market value in relation to volume and weight, recognizability, and resistance to counterfeiting. Money as a unit of account means the object can be assigned the standard monetary unit of measurement of value. In other words, it can be used to assess the cost of goods, services, an asset. It can lend meaning to profits, losses, liability, or assets, and, for statistical purposes, it can describe the economic activity of a country and help governments form policies. This does not mean that value assigned to it is always stable. For one thing, inflation can destroy the assumption that money is stable. For this reason, the unit of account of money helps individuals monitor the trading performance of an entity. That is why when there is stability in prices, business entrepreneurs are better able to choose business activities that will yield the highest profit. Money as a store of value means the object can be saved, stored, and retrieved, but it will never lose all its value. Most times, price instability leads to common alternatives that act as stores of value: real estate, gold, silver, precious stones and metals, collectibles such as original art by famous artists or antiques, livestock, and stock. But gold and precious metals are generally favored, because of their demand, rarity in nature, reduced risk of devaluation associated with increased production and supply. Money as a standard of deferred payment means that the object is acceptable to settle future debt because it has constant intrinsic value and stable purchasing power. It is important to note that when a medium of payment is allowed by law or recognized by a legal system to be valid for meeting a financial obligation, the medium is referred to as a legal tender. Paper currency is a common form of legal tender in many countries. Coins and notes are usually defined as legal tender. In some countries, the law may restrict offer by payment made other than legal tender. Legal tender, money backed by state, is considered good money. However, of all functions mentioned, the function of money as a medium of exchange is the most problematic because of counterfeiting. Counterfeiting is a systematic and deliberate creation of bad money. Today's age of electronic money is not untouched when it comes to forgery. We have seen how checks as a medium of exchange has been exploited by forgers. This is a forerunner of the kind of fragility of the electronic system. These functions are made easier under the modern-day financial institutions or banks. These financial institutions act as intermediaries that accepts deposits and channels those deposits into lending activities, either directly or through capital markets. They connect customers with capital deficits to customers with capital surpluses. The banking institution is highly regulated by governments. This concludes the presentation on money. Money that is legal tender within any country must satisfy four functions. Money must act as a medium of exchange, a unit of account, a store of value, and a standard of deferred payment. You should now move on to the activities and exercises at the bottom of this presentation. They will help you acquire more needed information to help you fulfill your requirements for the course.